Was goody TBC? Was good, fight fans? Boxing heads around the world. B Marshall with another boxing video. So we got a card coming up April 29th on PBC on SpikeTV, PBC. We got the Dirrell brothers back in action, you know what I mean? The Dirrell brothers, Anthony and Andre Dirrell, man, they trying to get back in contention, trying to get back in the mix of trying to be a world champion. So, they got a card coming up, and I'm going to first talk about, let's get into this, Andre Dirrell versus Blake Caparello. Blake Caparello is a guy out of, he's out of Australia, you know what I'm saying? And he's a guy who, if we the public, the American public, the boxing fans out here, first time we saw this guy, Blake Caparello, was when he fought Sergey Kovalev. The fight only went 2 rounds. Sergey Kovalev got him out of there. Dropped him about 3 times in that second round. But one thing the man Blake Caparello did was drop Sergey Kovalev. He dropped Sergey Kovalev with a body shot in that first round. You know what I'm saying? So, the man Blake Caparello, he's won 3 in a row ever since that fight. Now he's back in the States, and Sergey Kovalev's at light heavyweight, so Blake Caparello fought him at light heavyweight. And now he's fighting this guy, Andre Dirrell, at super middleweight. You know what I'm saying? Maybe he's comfortable at that weight. You know what I'm saying? Looks like his last 2 fights been at super middleweight after. You know what I'm saying? So, I believe Andre Dirrell's going to get him out of there. You know what I'm saying? He might not knock him out, but I think he'll stop him. I see a late stoppage. These are 2 southpaws. But Andre Dirrell is a switch hitter. He's a guy who switches his stances. He becomes orthodox, so he can throw that left hand as a jab. Keep that as a power stick. So he can throw that right hand. That's basically how I see him controlling this fight. I see him switching, so he can throw that right hand straight down the pipe on the southpaw. You know what I'm saying? So I believe he's going to get him out of there. Late round stoppage. And this brother got a fight coming up on the undercard. Anthony Dirrell. Anthony Dirrell, he's fighting against... Who's he fighting against? Jesus Christ, man, it slipped my mind. Caleb Truax. You know what I'm saying? I'm freestyling off the top, man. So this off the dome, you know what I mean? The man is fighting Caleb Truax. Caleb Truax, last we seen him on TV, was on a PBC card in 2015. He fought Danny Jacobs. This is a fight Danny Jacobs I thought would get him out of there early. The fight went 12 rounds, and eventually Danny Jacobs stopped Caleb Truax in that 12th round, you know what I'm saying? Caleb Truax got 2 losses in his career. He's lost to Danny Jacobs and Jermaine Taylor, you know what I'm saying? He's a guy with he's 26-2. I think he got a couple draws in his career too. But for the most part, he's fought a bunch of nobodies too. Just like Anthony Dirrell. But Anthony Dirrell, he fought a bunch of nobodies till he fought Sakio Bika. And they fought twice. The first fight was a draw, but I believe the man Anthony Dirrell won that fight. You know what I'm saying? And they had a rematch, and he beat him easier this time. You know what I'm saying? Then he fought Badou Jack next, and Badou Jack took the title from him. You know what I'm saying? Badou Jack brought he brought it to Andre Dirrell. I ain't gonna lie, I picked Anthony Dirrell to win that fight. But, because, Sakio Bika, we weren't too sure about him, We weren't too sure. I'll talk about him in another video, too, on my prediction video for Badou Jack and Lucien Bute. But, yeah, so, he fought Badou Jack. It was a close fight. Definitely it wasn't like anybody ran away with it. But Badou Jack definitely won that fight. I had him winning it on my card, and I had picked Anthony Dirrell. So I got Anthony Dirrell also getting I see him also stopping Caleb Truax. I see both brothers getting a stoppage. You know what I'm saying? What's his name? But the more likely I see Anthony Dirrell getting a stoppage more than I see Andre Dirrell getting a stoppage quicker than his brother. You know what I'm saying? Because Anthony Dirrell fought Marco Antonio Rubio, who was coming up from middleweight to super middleweight. And, he ain't get him out of there. And, the fight, it was a real boring fight, real lackluster. And it just wasn't a fight that, piqued my interest when I watched it. So this is an easy card to call. Both the Dirrell brothers gonna win. I got both of them with late round stoppages. You know what I'm saying? So, and also on that card there's Jonathan Guzman on that PBC card. He's in a title eliminator against some guy. I'm not too sure who. A guy come from Mexico, and this is it's gonna be a title eliminator at the super bantamweight. And Jonathan Guzman is Juan Guzman's little brother. You might remember Juan Guzman. He was a champion at featherweight and super featherweight some years back. And I'm saying he was a good fighter. He was a good little guy. You know what I mean? He only had one loss in his career. He lost Alakabidir for Khabib Alakabidir. But the man, I tested positive for banned substances, and his career went into shambles. So hopefully his brother, Jonathan Guzman, going to carry the torch. He's 20-0 with 20 knockouts. Nobody really talks about his KO percentage, but he's at 100 right now. So, yeah, that's my prediction for the PBC card on Friday, April 29th, SpikeTV. You know what I'm saying? Let me know who you think's going to win these fights. Let me know your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. And hit that thumbs up if you like the video. And please subscribe. It's B Marsh Boxing. All right, y'all. Peace.